This is a severe weather alert from WWL Weather, sponsored by Higginbotham Insurance and Financial Services.
All right, dark and early here at 4 a.m. on your Wednesday, July 22nd. We're still tracking Tropical Storm Bertha closer to Louisiana, but let's start by saying Bertha is struggling this morning, and this is good. It continues to weaken. We've got a 50-mile-per-hour tropical storm, and I think that's probably generous. It looks like the intensity is probably coming down because there's the center about 50 miles off the mouth of the river, and look where all the big showers and storms are in the Gulf. This is a sign that wind shear and dry air are doing what we expected to do and starting to really rip this thing apart. Now, we are expecting some breezy conditions today and a few passing showers, but really not a lot of rain. I mean, this is live radar. There is hardly any rainfall on the northern side of this. Now, there are a couple passing showers, and you can see them pivoting around the center. These will be moving in throughout the day, and these will be just passing through. These are not heavy. These are not going to cause flooding or anything like that. The official track of this brings it into the mouth of the river here by about 1 o'clock this afternoon, a little bit faster than yesterday's forecast, and then the center of this continues to move off to the west. Now, what'll be interesting is, does the center stay in Louisiana, or does the original center begin to fall apart? And maybe we get a new center trying to form off the coast and head towards Texas. The National Hurricane Center did note this in their latest advisory that all these showers and storms that are getting blown off of our coast may try to form a new center as it moves towards Texas. That's something Texas is going to watch very, very closely. For us, I just don't think that means a whole lot more for our forecast. You notice we got a few showers this afternoon. These are passing through. Occasionally, there may be a strong wind gust. Now, Grand Isle, you may actually get some heavier rain initially, but I don't think you're going to get a lot. I really do think the biggest rains are just off the coast in the Gulf. And then look at this. By tonight, this thing has decoupled, as we call it, meaning the low-level circulation has disappeared or has decoupled from the original showers and storms, and then we may try to get a new center formation somewhere south of our coast, and then that's something Texas would have to watch. If we do get a new center relocation, then this thing may actually try to ramp back up as it heads towards Texas. If it doesn't do that and it just stays weak along our coast, then Texas doesn't see a whole lot. So that's going to be the next thing that they watch over there. But for us, it still looks like a minimal event. We do have tropical storm warnings for New Orleans all the way down to the coast. Anywhere in blue here is a tropical storm warning. That does include Lower Lafourche, all of Jefferson and Orleans. It includes the lake as well. It also includes Slidell and over into Bay St. Louis in Harrison County. These are the spots where you might see a wind over 40 miles an hour. Here's my hand-drawn wind forecast. I don't think we see significant winds, but I do think every now and then a wind gust along the coast is going to get some people's attention. I'm forecasting 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts occasionally down near the mouth of the river in Grand Isle and Port Fourchon. A little further inland, 35 to 45 miles per hour. That's for Shell Beach, getting close to areas like Homa, and then New Orleans, LaPlace, Slidell, Thibodaux, up the river parishes. We might have winds 30 to 40 miles an hour at the strongest part, especially near the lakefront. So that's where we expect the strongest winds. When do the winds pick up? Well, there's a breeze picking up this morning. There's the center. Notice we start to see some higher gusts near eastern St. Bernard and Chandeleur Island by around 9 or 10 o'clock this morning. And then those winds gusts, they pick up a little bit through the afternoon. I think New Orleans sees its highest gust later in the afternoon and into the evening. Down along the coast, it'll be an afternoon, evening, and then tonight's going to be windy. If you're down there on the coast, you will have a wind out of the south, and that'll bring up some water, 30, 40, 45 miles an hour, certainly on the table with these wind gusts. Surge still doesn't look like a major issue. We've got 2 to 4 foot rise in Lake Bourne, East Bank of Plaquemines, Bay St. Louis, Gulfport. The lake is still forecasted 1 to 3. Grand Isle is 1 to 3. The highest surge in Grand Isle will be late tonight and early tomorrow morning. Same thing down in Terrebonne Bay and off towards Morgan City, 1 to 3 feet. That is doable. So again, this is not a big storm for us. A lot of us are going to be just fine. Just going to be a passing shower every now and then today, and then we'll be looking at a hot day if you're not getting rain. There's actually an extreme heat advisory. I'm not sure I've ever seen an extreme heat warning and a tropical storm warning at the same time, but that's what we got today. I still think we have a few showers tomorrow as Bertha lifts away, high in the 90s, and then we get back to even hotter weather as temperatures move back into the mid-90s. Very little rain this weekend. We've got coverage for you all morning long. We do have someone going down to Grand Isle. We're going to have stationed down there checking it out. The rodeo is getting ready to kick off here in the next few days. We'll have live views at the lakefront. That's all coming up at 5 a.m. right here on Channel 4 and streaming on your WWL app. We will see you then.
This has been a severe weather alert from WWL Weather, sponsored by Higginbotham Insurance and Financial Services.